condom.
Huh?
You guys didn't use a condom.
No.
And you say he nutted in you.
Jaidyn, you know about
Condom? Who you? Folks didn't utilize a condom, no. And you say he nut in UD. You realize about that, don't know I don't right do exclude me, and that you conversing with him do exclude me in that, in a shocking turn that has grasped the universe of superstar tattle rapper Blueface has dove into a hurricane of contention fixating on his relationship with Jaidyn Alexis and their little girl excursion. The show unfurled with an unexpected and baffling activity by Blueface, the evacuation of all Instagram feeds. Autographs highlighted during Jaidyn and venture. This unexpected cleanse from his virtual entertainment set the gossip factory into overdrive, with fans and adherents hypothesizing ridiculously about the purposes for this computerized separation. The dramatization raised as murmurs regarding the paternity of excursions started to flow. Fuel was added to the fire when a family insider, Carissa, entered the fray for certain unstable disclosures in a move that paralyzed spectators. She uncovered on her Insta Grand stories that Blueface was leaving on DNA tests for his youngsters. Carissa's assertion John took every one of his photos yet left Jaidyn out. He's doing a DNA test very much like his daddy did on him, illuminated the equals between Blow's flow activities and his own young life encounters. I'm happy I'm here, you need receipts, child. He's lying. He said you all he's attempting to put on an act for right presently. He's a decent demonstration. This disclosure was only the start of a torrential slide-off. Sensational improvements. Carissa didn't keep down in that frame of mind of Jaidyn marking her off track and scrutinizing her capacity as a spouse. Her gnawing words, this be ain't never been a man's significant other, my children me here, contending with lushes from the trailer leaves, highlight the profundity of the gap inside the family. She compared Jaidyn's apparent deficiencies with Blueface's ex, whom she portrayed as an informed, God-dreading dental specialist, mourning his decision to stay with Jaidyn. The incongruity of the circumstance was not lost on the people who followed Blueface's past looks of reverence for Jaidyn. Just a brief time before he had driven her, guaranteeing she had been just private with him her whole life, this public recognition currently appeared to be empty despite the unfurling dramatization. His tweet, "My better half would never, Jaidyn is a superior mother, better wife, better lady," stood out pointedly from the flow story of uncertainty and selling out the adventure too. Seriously upsetting turn when Blueface involved his child Javon in the homegrown dramatization. I'm be cheating, huh? Your mother be swindling you at any point seen it with another man, you guarantee eyes in an upsetting presentation during an Instagram live stream. He grilled the 6-year-old about Jaidyn's loyalty, his inquiries, "Ye mother be tricking you at any point seen her with one more man," and dangers of untruth locator tests, not just elaborate the small kid and grown-up issues yet additionally illustrated the rapper's way to deal with settling family questions. This wasn't the initial time Blueface had placed his young child in an off-kilter position. He had recently owned up to Javon that he would be disturbed assuming he emerged as gay. However, he guaranteed him of his adoration in any case. These episodes featured an example of including his youngsters in unseemly circumstances, further muddling the relational intricacy. The connection among Blueface and Jaidyn has been turbulent, no doubt. They initially met in secondary school and have since been in a hit or miss relationship. Their set of experiences is sprinkled with emotional occurrences, remembering Jaidyn's viral response to Blueface's unfaithfulness for 2020 when she obliterated his vehicle. The relationship appeared to be near the precarious edge of another section with their commitment and Jaidyn's marking of an extravagant name. Managed Columbia Records anyway. The new occasions have created a shaded area over these advancements. As the discussion twirled, Jaidyn's own decisions went under examination. Her previous complicity in Blueface's public embarrassment of Kristen brought up issues about her job in the continuous show. In the meantime, Kristen had continued on transparently examining plans for a future family with another accomplice, KASUV. This advancement could have added fuel to Blueface's activities, driven by envy or a requirement for consideration. The story took one more turn when Carissa Saffold, Blueface's M, showed up with her viewpoint in a genuine overflow. She reviewed when she and her family were battling monetarily and Jaidyn, alongside Blueface, had eaten the last bits of chicken in her home. Her profound describe, "All I had these 2 bits of chicken, a few rice and peas, and cabbage," in her ensuing Perception A. Neither one of them say where your chicken. It illustrated her complaints with Jaidyn and her family as the adventure encompassing Blueface Jaidyn and their little girl excursion keeps on ya. Winding an upsetting example in Blueface's conduct becomes exposed. This isn't whenever the rapper first has been entangled in a paternity debate. In a strikingly comparable situation, he recently denied being the dad of Dedicate Jar, his kid, with previous accomplice Kristen Rock, in spite of the show. DNA proof in the end affirmed Blueface as the dad, a disclosure he met with mistrust and refusal. Just thing that is bankrupt is brought forth my child, yet I disdain his dad, that is what it is nevertheless. I could, in any case, place it in his v. The rapper's rehashed disavowal of his kids has prompted far and wide hypothesis about his intentions. Sources near the circumstance recommend that Blueface may be participating in this example of conduct for media consideration. His new activities appear to coincide with a time of reduced public premium in him, particularly following his separation with Jaidyn. This hypothesis is powered by his set of experiences of looking for the spotlight through discussion. In one occasion, he tweeted about his separation with Kristen, saying to respond to your inquiries, yes, me and Rock are formally done. It's on the up and up. He then mixed the pot further by raising questions about the paternity of Kristen Jor, expressing Rock has had experiences with 10 nuke men. Somewhat recently, until I see a DNA test, it's not mine, notwithstanding the DNA test results, which obviously expressed the supposed dad isn't barred as the natural dad of the hatchling. Blueface's response remained by Blueface when he embarrassed Kristen. Along these lines, her association brings up issues about her flow circumstance, causing it to appear to be a pattern of show that continues to rehash the same thing currently as Blueface turns a doubt and forswearing towards Jaidyn and their little girl excursion. The tables have turned, with Jaidyn winding up in Kristen's previous situation. In the midst of this strife, Kristen Rock has continued on finding comfort and joy with her new accomplice Casey. Consideration and annoying issues from past connections. His activities influence his close family as well as echo through to his public picture, leaving his fans and supporters in a condition of persistent theory and worry. In the court of general assessment, the unfurling dramatization between Blueface Jaidyn and their little girl excursion has evoked a scope of responses portraying how fans apparent this most recent VIP adventure. One fan communicated profound compassion toward the youngster's trap in the crossfire, saying that is miserable to the point that the child did nothing out of sorts and he just brought her photos down like she made no difference to him. I feel so terrible for every one of their infants, so miserable. Another fan offered a point of view on Jaidyn's supposed treachery, alluding to the mind-boggling dynamic of their relationship. She wasn't cheating, assuming that he was occupied with Dedicate. She carried on day to day, her as he did in the meantime. Wariness about Blueface's thought processes is wild. A fan, and I believe it's simply an exposure stunt, since supposing that man figured out venture wasn't his, he would have been hauling Jaidyn for roteness, and the entire world would realize this remark takes advantage of the doubt that Blueface's emotional activities could be a determined move to remain pertinent in the media. It additionally addresses his previous way of behaving, proposing an example that fans have come to perceive these singular sentiments which I'll fluctuated all in all portray a fan base profoundly connected with the continuous show. There's a tangible feeling of worry for the kids' prosperity, a journey for reasonableness in understanding the couple's relationship, and a basic eye towards Blueface's conceivable ulterior thought processes. As the story keeps on unfurling, these fan viewpoints offer a one-of-a-kind focal point through which the adventure is being seen and perceived. We've seen a scope of responses from fans, yet presently wet. Need to hear from you. Do you believe Blueface's activities are only to look good, or is there real worry behind his choices? And what might be said about Jaidyn? Is she a casualty in this adventure, or does she assume a more intricate part? Share your contemplations in the remarks underneath. Until next time, watch out and your ears open. No one can really tell what will occur next in the realm of VIP news.